Are you unsure what style your home is and what would go well traditionally versus experimenting a little bit? Stick around for the question of the day today. What's going on, guys? Matt in the hat. Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. You are tuned in to the hot list. I come to y'all each and every week, Monday through Friday, and we hang out and we talk real estate. We talk about properties that are new to the market, had a recent price reduction, or something unique about the property that I want to share with you guys and want y'all to know. I also answer a question of the day that is submitted by you, the viewers, so make sure that you get those coming in. And finally, we recognize and thank a sponsor of the week every single week. This week is no different. And if you want to find out more about that, I'll address that later in the show. So, before we get into it, as you guys come in here, make sure you comment hashtag live, hashtag replay if you are catching this on Facebook so I know how you are watching it. And hit that thumbs up, share this out, tag somebody needs to hear this. If you are catching this on my YouTube channel, thank you for checking it out. Subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and hit the bell notification so as I drop new videos, new content, you can jump here and check it out. Some of you guys know that the hot list is not just available on Facebook and YouTube. It's available in iTunes and now Spotify as well. So if you are listening in on those, hook a brother up, leave me a review. 5-star is preferred. Help me out. Let me know how I'm doing. If you, while you're there, you want to leave a review and you think that this sucks, I'm just talking out of my ass, fair enough. Let me know. I would love to hear, because the only way that I'm going to get better is by your feedback and criticism, and just going from there. So as we get into it, the property we are talking about today, the address is 503 Darryl Lane in Olpe, so just 10 miles south of here. It's a 4-bed, 3.5-bath house. It does have an attached 2-car garage, and it's got 3,024 square feet of finished space. Currently listed at $230,000, courtesy of Eck Real Estate. So this is a very unique house. It's a ranch style house, has vaulted ceilings, and what is very cool about it, the exterior is going to be low maintenance because the exterior is brick. It's got 10-foot basement walls. Let me say that again. 10-foot basement walls instead of the standard ones. High efficiency HVAC system, and it does have a fireplace. It's a very cool stone fireplace that is gas, so a lot easier. You don't have to worry about cutting wood. Some of y'all may have seen my Facebook page from the weekend where Chase was cutting some wood up. You don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about that. Just flip a switch, light it, and that gas fireplace is rolling strong. Now, there's a couple things that stand out about this property that do make it unique. Number one, in the basement, they have a theater room. Who doesn't want a theater room in their house, right? How badass is that? And it also has a Florida room with view of the outside. Florida room is very similar to a sunroom, just a little bit different style. So this house, very cool. All you got to do, click on the link in the description, and it will take you to my website so you can see the pictures and see this property for yourself. Won't be disappointed, I promise you that. And if you have questions, you can get a hold of me right through my website or shoot me a message through Facebook. Before we get into the question of the day, I do want to recognize and thank our sponsor of the week this week, who is Guion's Showcase right here in Emporia. Now, I got to tell you, I recently had an experience with Guion's. We decided to update some furniture and couldn't decide whether we wanted to do couch and love seat, couch and chairs. And I talked to my guy Adam out there, and he gave us the pros and cons, and his service was just above and beyond, just phenomenal. So if you go out there, make sure you talk to Adam Birch. He will get you taken care of. And from start to finish, from the time that we were in that store until uh, later when our furniture was delivered. The delivery guys were just absolutely amazing as well. They came in, made sure there was nothing to take to haul off, um, checked where they were going, what it was doing. They measured just to make sure everything was going to fit right, and just a phenomenal experience. So make sure you get a hold of them, and I've included a link to their Facebook page. That is the best place to check out their up to date information. They've got their website there, phone number there. You can message them right through Facebook. So just click on that link, and they will get you set up and taken care of, just like they did me. You will not be disappointed. Question of the day. If you have a question of the day, I've been doing the hot list now for a little over a year, and each question that I answer Monday through Friday is submitted by a viewer. So thank you for those that have been submitting a question and keeping me going over a year strong right now. Thank you all so much. If you have a question of the day you want answered, you can reach me through my website, or you can shoot me a message through Facebook, uh, through my business page, and I would be happy to answer your question of the day on the show. So make sure you keep them coming. So, question of the day is, how do I figure out my home's style in order to do a remodel? That's pretty fair question. We recently had to do this as well, because who doesn't like updating or remodeling their home? Because this, some people like to do it. People are just kind of blah, um, and I'm one of those blah kind of people. So my wife is the one that spearheads all these adventures. Doing some type of update or remodel gets to show off who you are, what you're capable of doing, and gets to tie in a little bit of your own uniqueness into your home. All this gives you an opportunity to change the look and the feel of your home, because it is your home. You want to make it yours. You want to walk in and be comfortable with it, and not walk in and kind of look around like, whose house am I living in? What the hell is going on? So this gives you that opportunity, especially if you have an older home that has some outdated fixtures or hardware that you've considered updating. Well, this could be your opportunity. Now, unfortunately, many people don't take the time to match the remodel to the house. What that means is it's going to look less optimal and less ideal once they're finished, because it may not be, it may be something that may not necessarily tie into that house. So for better for worse, it could work out. It may not. Now that's not to say, like it's not to say that your remodel is going to look bad. It just may not quite line up with the architecture or style of the home itself. Sometimes, depending on what you do, people can pull it off, make it work. Other times you're just not able to do it. And this doesn't mean that you're going to have to redo the entire remodel or back to the original state, because if you do the remodel back to the original, typically can be pretty boring, and you just simply need to make sure that you take into take into account your home's architectural, I can't even say the word, architectural style when designing your remodel. Now, this is going to be easier than you think, especially now with YouTube and Pinterest and all those HGTV shows that my wife loves so much that I could, take or leave. So today what we're going to do is we are going to talk about 4 need to knows to maintain your home's style. Number 1, what style is your home? Before you plan out your remodel based on the style of your home, you need to figure out what it is. For example, my home style is just a conventional 1.5 story house. That's it. I mean, there are tons of styles to range and consider, from Victorian to colonial to craftsman to ranch. Mine is just a conventional 1.5 story. So mine is pretty open. And of course, there's more modern homes and styles. Those are just some examples. Mine is just one example. Often people know what style their house is based off existing knowledge or from their conversation with the realtor. I know what mine is based off the conversation with my realtor when she helped us buy the house. If you are unsure and maybe you didn't think about it while you were buying the house and thinking about it a couple years later and didn't think to ask your agent, you can jump online. You can talk with enthusiasts that are knowledgeable or have some architectural style and background. You can also typically you can locate the original listing of your house and just see how it reads. Sometimes you can go to the tax website, register of deeds. They can tell you as well. Regardless of how you find out what style your home is, learning about your home's architectural style is going to be the first step. So as you accent it and update it, it all starts to just kind of flow well together and be seamless. Number two is learning your style. So now that you've got your home style narrowed down, now it's time to take on learning what it is, learning what it isn't, what goes well, what may be recommended to avoid or stay away from because it may not clash or it may clash with your home style. Because learning the key points as far as architecture, distinguishing features, and anything else that can help make your house stand out is absolutely key with this second step. Maybe there's some fixtures, doors, or windows that are commonly associated with your home's particular style, and you want to learn those as well because those are just three examples that could really distinguish your house from somebody else's. This may seem like a lot of work. Just keep in mind, details about your home will go a long way when helping with the redesign plan. Moving on to number three is going to be adapting your style. This is really where everything starts to come into a play and develop. So you've not only learned what type of style of house that you have, you've educated yourself about that style. So now it's time to jump in and start planning your remodel. This time you're going to look for fixtures that may be similar more to traditional, but they're going to gravitate more towards your personal taste and liking than what would be just considered traditional. So for example, your front door, you may paint it to accent the color of your siding. You may paint it to, just stand out. I've seen people that have yellow doors with kind of not like a navy blue, but just kind of a darker blue siding, and it pops. It looks really great. I've seen people paint the front doors red with white siding or green siding, and it looks amazing because it just pops and just complements. Your goal with this is to find a balance between the traditional offering and your personal preferences that you can mesh together so your house just flows and just works out well. This is going to allow your choices to be made and fit an overall design scheme with the home as well as your accents. I will caution you with this. This doesn't mean that everything has to match perfectly. Uh, don't don't go OCD or keep from doing some type of update or remodel because you're afraid that the house isn't going to look perfect or you're just afraid that it's gonna not going to look out the way you planned. There's lots of room for you to express yourself through the choices. Again, some of them may clash with your home, some of them may complement it very well. You just have to figure it out and see what you like and what works. You may want to use this difference to draw attention to the choice or the design that chose for the remodel, and that's going to differentiate your house and showcase it as well. There's so many options out there to discuss. I don't really want to get into that because I mean gets into personal preference, and that's just it's difficult to really talk about. With the options out there, once you know what's quote expected of your house, from there you are free to go the traditional update or remodel, or you can shake things up a little bit and make a couple rooms tie together. Maybe your main floor is your living room, dining room, kitchen kind of all flows into one type of theme, and then the bedrooms flow to a different. And since you have a second story, maybe those are just a different theme as well. So there's feel free to shake things up and just kind of put your own spin on it. And finally, number 4 is perfecting your style. So maybe your style, you have a style that's perfect for your home, but you're unsure where to start or what works best. Uh, I talked about this earlier. There's forums out there on Facebook, on Instagram, on Pinterest. Follow some of the HGTV shows, with the flippers or the updates or whoever you like, just to see what they've done, or get an idea of what style home they work for. And keep in mind, here in the Midwest, it may be something that's a little more subtle approach than something on either coast that may just kind of be in your face and just jump out at you. If you're still unsure where to start, reach out to some designers, stagers, maybe some interior decorators, uh, and just kind of see, just let them know, pick their brain. This is what I'm considering. I'm not sure if this would go well here, and start to look online. Look in not just in your neighborhood, although in my neighborhood, for example, there are a number of conventional houses, so I could absolutely do that. But get on Zillow or Trulia, see what houses are for sale that are similar to what your home style is, and see what they've done. See how they have put a traditional or a personal spin on it. Uh, with the having said that, going back to the stagers and the designers real quick, sometimes they may give you some free advice. Sometimes it might be other times you may have to pay for their advice expertise, to bring them in. Either way, this helps get the ball rolling, whether it's through them or looking online at other houses. Build off of this momentum so you can keep moving forward. A lot of times, I know what we've done for certain things as we get ready to redo our kitchen is there. We've been to both Menards and Home Depot's website where you can kind of build and customize your kitchen, and that's really helped us. We've taken measurements and updated those rooms so we are able to create, customize, and remodel visually, so we can see what it would look like, or get an idea of what it would look like, and start from there. But ultimately, you gotta start somewhere, because your it's your house, it's your home. You want to make it different, and you want to make it stand out. So I hope these four areas have helped you kind of figure out where to start and where to go from here. If you guys have any questions, make sure you just shoot me a message. No matter where you're watching this at, you leave a comment, it will get back to me, and I'm happy to answer it. If you are interested in being a sponsor of the week, make sure you just shoot me a message through Facebook. My phone number is in the message here on Facebook, so all you gotta do, shoot me a text or call me, and I can go into more detail and talk to you about what all goes on with being a sponsor of the week. So that's what I got for you guys today in the hot list. So thanks for watching with Matt in the Hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have an awesome Monday, and I'll see you in here tomorrow.